दिखतोय. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. Special thanks to Amul for sharing this recipe with viewers and giving me chance and opportunity to show my recipe to the my fans. Thank you so much. And special mention to Miss Annabelle Rodriguez, HOD of Don Bosco Hospitality College, for giving me this opportunity to show the recipe live. Thank you so much. So I'm going to show you today one of the Brazilian street food. It is called as coxinha. How we have vada pav to Mumbai and Maharashtra, coxinha is famous and a classic dish from Brazil. So let's see the ingredients and how we are going to begin. So there are three parts. The first part is the covering, which we are going to make one dough. Then there is a stuffing. What we are going to use corn and bell pepper for the stuffing of the coxinha, and we are going to assemble and deep fry it and serve along with the mango sauce. So little about myself. I have 15 plus years of experience in hospitality industry, out of which I have worked on the international cruise lines for 10 years, Disney and Silver Sea. I have also done TV show. I was a creative chef for MasterChef India season 5, and I have also done food truck show for Living Food channel. I was a mentor and a show designer for the both the shows. Also, from past 3 years, I am a food production faculty at Don Bosco College, Hospitality Studies, Kurla. And about today's recipe, we are going to use 3 of the Amul product. So we are going to use Amul Taza milk, Amul butter, and Amul Masti Dahi to make our dish. So to start with, first we will see how to make the dough. So we'll switch on the flame and we will take equal quantity of flour, milk, Amul butter will give distinctive taste and flavor to the dish. So this is the base and the major ingredient in making of the coxinha. So if you are using 1 cup of flour, we will use 1 cup of water and 1 cup of milk. So ratio of liquid to the flour is double. So take equal quantity of milk and water. One cup of milk, one cup of water. That's the reason we are using the same bowl, so that we can get perfect measurement. And we'll put this on the flame and we'll cook until butter melt. So equal quantity of milk and 1 cup of flour. We'll add, once the butter melt, we'll add the flour. So 1 tablespoon is approximately 15 grams. So we are going to use the 25 to 30 grams of butter, which will melt together with the water and oil mixture. Until this mixture is getting ready, we will see just the ingredients, what all goes into the stuffing. So for stuffing, we are going to use the corn which are raw. I will just crush, or you can chop them finely. They are in the raw form. Bell peppers or green capsicum, which is finely chopped. Onion, which is finely chopped. Garlic, finely chopped. Green chili, finely chopped. Coriander, finely chopped. And salt to taste. We'll saute everything with butter once the dough is ready. So you will just stir a little bit, and at the same time we will start the stuffing so that both can be made simultaneously. Even to cook the ingredients for the stuffing, we are going to use Amul butter again for more flavor. About 15 gram of butter. Do not wait until butter melt, otherwise it will burn. That's the special tips you can follow. So before butter melt, we will add the onion first. Chop onion. Let it saute for few seconds along with butter. You have to add onion before butter melt. The reason is we can avoid butter from burning. We don't want that burnt butter smell. So once the onion, if you see the sizzling effect, you can add chopped garlic, which is 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, and one small onion. We'll saute this. You can see our milk is about to boil. We can keep onion on slow flame. We need to be multitasking in order to finish our dish fast. That's how professional people work. So you can see the milk is boiling. We need to add flour at a time, 1 cup of flour, and mix it. Slowly and gradually flour will absorb all the moisture and it will form in a smooth soft dough. This is what we are looking at. Mix it nicely. Coxinha is a dish which is famous throughout the Brazil. You can make stuffing of your choice. We'll leave this flour on the side once it is mixed. So once it is cooled down, we will knead it little bit to make a soft and smooth and pliable dough. We'll take out in the plate so that it will cool down faster. Just spread it nicely and wait until it cool down, and then we will roll it. We'll come back to our stuffing. So there is a butter, garlic and onion. Just need to saute and until it becomes little translucent. Do not overcook the onion. Now we can add crushed corn, green capsicum or green bell pepper. Saute everything. So by the time our dough is getting cooled down, we can make the stuffing ready. Once it's cooled down, it will be more soft and pliable and you will be able to mold it and roll it the way you want it. So talking about the Brazilian food is influenced by Spanish cuisine and Portugal cuisine. So the use of bell peppers are wide. Also mangoes, fruits, all tropical fruits are being used throughout the Brazil. Just give a quick stir, saute it. Now we'll add the seasoning, which is salt. Just a reminder, Amul butter contains salt in it, so you need to be careful while adding extra salt to the dish. Don't add too much. Then to make it a little spicy, we'll add green chili. Brazilian people do use lots of jalapenos, but we are using Indian version of jalapenos, that is a green chilies, to give a little spicy taste to the dish. Should be enough. There is a 1 green chili in it. So there you can see the vegetables, the color is changing. So that's what we want. We are not going to overcook them. Just give a quick stir. Cook for a minute, maybe more, and that's it. Finish with chopped coriander later once the vegetables are done. You can see the dough is setting slowly as it is cooling down. It need to set little more and cool down little more so that we can mold it. Okay, the vegetables are cooked now. You can see the change in color and also the texture. Just to give it little binding, we'll add little refined flour or maida to it so that all the ingredients can come together. You can also add little milk to combine all ingredients so that it get nice binding to the stuffing. You can switch off the flame. You can see ingredients are coming together. Finally, we'll add chopped coriander to it. Coriander is also one of the herbs which Brazilians use in their cuisine. Stuffing usually they make with the chicken. You can use any vegetarian stuffing of your choice, or you can use Amul cheese, which will give better flavor as well, or you can stick to the vegetables as well. That's what I am doing. Again, it need to be cooled down. We'll put it in another plate so that we can start rolling the koshiyas. So stuffing is ready. The covering is ready. You can see the dough is quite sticky, but this is what we are looking for. Okay. So take a handful of dough or just little size of a lemon. Knead it properly and spread it. You can see the dough is quite smooth and soft and nice Amul buttery flavor. Knead it properly so that you can get nice smooth finishing of the dough, and you will be able to roll it properly. Knead it properly. You can see it is non-sticky. Just spread it. It should be thin from sides so that you can mold the typical shape of the koshiyas. Look like our Amchi Maharashtrian modak. That's what we called it. It is similar, but it's still a very. So the stuffing goes inside and you can mold it. Molding is really important to get a proper and typical shape of the koshiyas. If you see the dough is or it is tearing apart, you can just take some dough and just stick it. Anyway, we are going to crumb it so that it won't come while frying. Coat it nicely and leave it on side. We will crumb it later. This is how the koshiya look. We will make a few more. We'll need dough first so that the molding would be proper. Dough is still hot. As you knead, the dough will be more pliable and easy to roll, and will be more smooth. There is actually enough of butter in the flour, so it won't stick. As it cool down, it won't stick to your palm. No need to wet your hands or your palms with butter or oil. As it cool down, it will be non-sticky. Spread it. Stuffing and close. You can see as the dough is cooling down, it will be non-sticky and it won't stick to the fingers and palms. Please do ask any questions in between. Even after the recipes, I will answer your questions if you have anything at all. Give a shape like a teardrop or a modak, like this. This is the way. So hold it between your finger, thumb and one finger and mold it like this and leave it on side. Let it set, then we will crumb it. We will make 2 more so that it is enough for a plating. Mangoes are in season, so I thought of pairing this beautiful Brazilian dish with mango sauce. So I am going to use mango puree and Amul dahi so that it blend together and give nice smooth sauce. And I am going to add a hint of a chili to it to make it a little bit spicy. Okay, as per as the recipe is concerned, the quantity, you take any bowl. So you take 1 cup of or any 1 bowl of flour and 2 bowl of water and milk each. So 2 bowl of liquid and 1 bowl of flour, and to this we will add 2 tablespoons of butter. That's the recipe. You need to follow the ratio to get a proper dough. Hold it nicely. We'll make 1 more and we'll coat it and deep fry it. The moment I finish the recipe, I will answer all your questions. So please stay tuned and see the next step. I will definitely answer your question. I will write it on your comment. I will answer to your comment. So koshiyas are being rolled. Need to crumb it now. Definitely I will try to share few more recipes after this savory one. We'll share dessert with mithai made as well. Okay, now let's see how we are going to we'll crumb the koshiyas now. To crumb, you can use regular bread crumb. I am going to use cornflakes here. I have crushed them in a mixer to get a nice fine powder. You can use bread crumb, you can use poha, you can use vermicelli. The crumbing can be done of your choice. So I am going to use the cornflakes crush. So this is just a cornflakes, regular cornflakes what we have for breakfast. And we are going to make a slurry with little water. So this is a refined flour 1 tablespoon and 100 ml of water to make a thick slurry. Till the coating is being done, we will just keep oil to heat so that by the time we coat everything, we can fry the coxinhas. So this is oil for deep frying the coxinhas. We will crumb this first now. Okay, so first we need to dip them into the flour and water mixture so that they become little moist and the crumbing would be proper. Okay. So coat it nicely and then put in cornflakes mixture and use your another hand and coat with cornflakes which are ground in the mixture and coat it nicely all over so that coating would be proper. You can reshape them and leave it on side. We'll fry them later. So same way we'll coat everything. As I said, you can use breadcrumb, you can use cornflakes crush, you can use poha, you can use vermicelli. The coating is endless. The cornflakes give nice color and texture to the product, so I thought to use cornflakes powder. You can always shape. Actually, refined flour is being used. Someone is asking if you can use whole wheat flour. The ideal one is refined flour to give nice texture to the product, but of course you can mix and match and use the other flour as well. But traditionally the refined flour is being used. So all four are ready. Oil is being getting heated. So there should be a proper temperature so that it should get nice crusty from outside, and inside it will be soft and luscious with spicy stuffing. This is how the koshias looked when they are crumb. You can refrigerate them as well and keep them in frozen form and use for the next day use, or maybe a week. They will stay fresh. So how we keep the french fries and the chicken nuggets in a frozen form, you can keep them in fridge as well and make in advance, and just need to deep fry when you need to use. We'll see the sauce, how we need to be how to make the sauce till then the oil is getting heated up. So here is Alfonso mango puree. We are going to add Amul Masti Dahi to it. This is Amul Masti Dahi. So 2 mango puree. This is mango puree of 1 mango. We are going to add half chili, chopped chili to it, just to give a little spicy flavor. Little salt to taste. Just a pinch of salt. And Amul Masti Dahi, which is quite thick, will give a little more nice thickness to the sauce. So 1 and 2 spoons of Amul Masti Dahi. And we'll mix them together to give nice flavor. Traditionally the koshias are being fried. Fried will give you a nice texture, crumbly texture. You can bake them as well, but the taste won't be the same and the texture won't be the same if you bake them. But due to health reason, of course, you can bake them as well in the oven. But as we are going to crumb with cornflakes, they will taste better when we deep fry. So this is our sauce ready to go along with the koshias. So koshias are a little spicy, and this is what Alfonso mango sauce along with Amul Dahi we have made, which we are going to serve as an accompaniment. So sauce, we'll leave it on the side. I think so our oil is ready to fry. We'll deep fry the koshias. So oil should be very hot. If the oil is, the frying is for deep frying, it is really important to temperature of the oil should be very hot. Just to make sure, you can just drop a piece of flour to see if the temperature has come or not. Okay, we need to wait a little while until temperature comes. So we will wait for a little while until the temperature comes, and then we will fry the koshias. We need to wait for a while. Okay, oil is ready. We'll just start frying koshias. Slowly you have to fry. Be careful, the oil is really hot. It will take little while to fry the koshias as they are big in size. If I am not audible enough, please use earphones to hear me properly as the video is live. Deep fried the koshias. Be careful, the covering is very soft. At the same time, it is crumbed with the cornflakes. The tip here is do not stir them too frequently, otherwise the covering will come out and the stuffing will ooze out. So the care should be taken that the frying you should be minimum. You should handle just pour little hot oil over the koshias and try to dip them properly and fry. You can see the color is changing slowly. It will turn to golden brown color. That's what we want, and it will be crispy from outside and soft and gooey from inside. So there are two textures in one recipe. So it is crispy from outside and soft and gooey from inside. Even if we talk about the flavors, we are going to mix match. The chili is too spicy. Then we are going to balance the spiciness of chili by adding Amul dahi and mango puree to it. So the sauce will accompany and it will bring down the spiciness of the dish down. You can see the color is changing. That's what we want. So we need to fry a little bit to get a nice crusty on outside, and also the color will change to golden brown. Little more you can fry. Meanwhile, we can see if someone is asking any question. You can see little more we will fry so that they turn little, the texture will be more crunchy. So you can see the color is already changed. It is nice looking, crumbly and crunchy from outside, golden brown color. So they are done. We'll just remove it in a while. You can drench them on a piece of a paper. Yes, we can air fry them as well. Those who have the air fryer, we can air fry them as well. You can see the color, nice golden brown color. Drain off the excess oil, remove on the tissue paper or a kitchen towel or the regular newspaper. So drain off the oil and put it on a paper so that the excess oil will absorb by the paper. So the koshias are done. Now the most interesting part, my favorite part, plating and presentation. So we are going to present it now along with the sauce. So this is a sauce and koshia. I am just putting everything else on the side so that we have enough space for plating. So here is my garnish and here is my plating. Okay, so we are going to start. So we'll just slice the mango and we'll use in a presentation with slice of mangoes, or you can make fans. As we have used that in our recipe, so mango can be used as a garnish. Okay, so this is the plate. And the sauce is ready. This is what I am going to use, the earthenware, the traditional Indian one. So I am going to pour this mango sauce into it. Generous amount of mango and Amul dahi sauce. And I am going to spread little bit. Okay, then we are going to place the koshias. I will show you how koshia looks from inside once they are fried. Okay, we are going to cut one koshia. See how gooey, how crunchy from outside, gooey from inside they look. This is how they look from inside. So we'll just plate it now. Little fans of Alfonso mangoes. Something missing on the plate, the green one. So we are going to put cilantro or coriander, as we have used that in a koshia stuffing. So this will add little color to the dish. And little bit on the sauce. So this is how the koshias look. Brazilian day street food koshias with mango and Amul dahi sauce along with that, with a hint of chili in it. So this is how it look. Thank you very much for watching my video. Do ask questions even offline. I will answer your questions. I will just leave a comment. I will answer your questions. And tell me how the dish is about the taste. Few tips: you can use any stuffing, any filling of your choice, but if you are using raw vegetables like carrot, need to be pre-cooked, as they are not going to cook along when we fry it. You can use cabbage, you can make a Chinese variation, you can use Indian variation, you can stuff potatoes or vada pav bhaji, you can stuff pav bhaji. Anything, any stuffing you can give and make it, and any sauce and accompaniment you can serve along with it. So this is how the koshia look. And the Amul product really enhance the flavor and taste of the koshias. So we have used Amul milk to make the dough of the koshias. Also Amul butter, which will enhance the taste of the koshia dough. Again, and even in the accompaniment, which is mango sauce, so we have added Amul Masti Dahi, which is really creamy and it gives creamy texture. See how creamy it looks. It gives creamy texture to the sauce. It goes very well with the dish. Do let me know about the dish. I am waiting for the feedback. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my video. Do ask questions. I will answer in your comment. Also, I will share the whole recipe once the live session is done. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Finish.